So yes, English Premier League is back after a 1 week break.
Oh yeah.
Leicester City in action. They actually got 2 weeks off due to them not being in the FA Cup last week. So like I said, 2 weeks off for Leicester City, and they come up against a Norwich City who's basically, you could say, in a relegation battle.
Oh yeah, we don't like to just write teams off, but I mean at the beginning of the season, Norwich, some people said even Leicester City.
Yeah.
See how wrong they were. It seems as if everything is just falling into place for Leicester City.
Yes.
The fixtures are working out fine. They're getting the results. It seems as if the football gods are smiling on them.
Yes. So Leicester City versus Norwich City, and the Foxes leave it for late though, and they come out victors by 1-0. Ulloa coming on and getting his goal in the 89th minute. Well done to Ranieri. Some really nice substitutions in this one, and they get the win.
Yeah, a lot of people have been praising Ranieri. The 4-4-2, he brought it back. It's popular again.
Yes.
And he also made some changes to the team that a lot of people started to respect him for. It's like Ranieri is not afraid to make changes. And it just, as we said before, it looks like if Ranieri has destiny in his hand.
Yes.
Listen, Ranieri, I want you to win.
Yes, I think everyone wants you to win if you're not a Tottenham or Arsenal fan.
Yeah, unless you're a title rival.
Yes. So well done to Ranieri. Leicester City with 5 clean sheets thus far in the English Premier League. So it was all up to the Gunners on Sunday, and they took on Manchester United at home. So, and this one finished off. Well done to Manchester United. Glad for them this weekend. Coming away victors by 3-2. What a game. So much talking points. I really don't know where we want to start with this one.
Lived up to the hype. We're always talking about how these big games just kind of die down. Listen, it sort of brought back memories of the old clashes when Vieira and those guys were there, and Roy Keane and Vieira would go at each other in the tunnel. Real passion, you saw it. But Arsenal do what they always do. I don't know what's wrong with this team. I don't know if they're mentally fragile, they're soft. They've been accused of being soft by other coaches, Jose Mourinho. So there's a bunch of crybabies. I thought they had the ingredients, and we said in our little preview last week that Arsenal, they'll probably find a way to mess things up. And Manchester United, to their credit, not having a great season, but this could be the morale-boosting victory they need.
Well done to 18-year-old Marcus Rashford, getting his FA Cup debut last week in the FA Cup. Before Marshall got injured in the warm-up, just was thrown in there, got 2 goals in that game, then came to the English Premier League. What a way to start against Arsenal, and he scores 2 there as well.
A lot of people asking if Marshall did not get injured, would the result have been the same? Who knows? I mean, we'll never know. One could speculate, but it shows, the Manchester United spend all these millions on players, and then this youth player, young player, comes out of nowhere and just bangs in the goal. I mean, I don't want to put pressure on the guy, like if he listens to me. I'm just putting pressure on me. But, England has a tendency to blow these players up. But he looks the part, and maybe Manchester United have discovered something. Yeah,
and it's a good thing when you're young. Like, you literally have nothing to lose. It's not like, as Martial coming in already, big money signed. He came out of nowhere on the team, and you basically really have nothing to lose. You could run at defenders, and hey, if you lose the ball, they'll just blame it, lack of experience. And with that confidence that he has now, he really has a bright United future.
Yeah, no big pressure with the big transfers. That's things like that, I believe, is what destroyed Fernando Torres. The psychological weight for a young player. Experienced players can't even handle it.
Exactly.
So, as you said, I'm excited to see how this unfolds.
Yes. So tough luck for Gunners. Theo Walcott, he started, but as soon as the whistle was blown, he was nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, he had a horrible game.
Yes, and I think he got that start after Giroud, got the start in the Champions League game. Then Theo came on, and you think in this game he gets his chance. Never not really getting a start before Giroud, put in on the team now, and didn't take it.
Yeah, this is where Arsenal, every year they consistently start to wobble and lose, and we see the trophies throw away. They always find a way to throw away trophies.
Yeah.
And I thought he got his squad selection wrong. His tactics, he always seemed to get them wrong in the big games. I think that's why Wenger gets, as much as they love him, as much as he keeps Arsenal in the top 3 and always in the Champions League, financially sustainable. I admire him for that. But people want to see trophies now, and is this possibly the end for Arsenal? Who knows? We'll see.
Who knows? But well done to Manchester United. 3-2 victors in this one. In other matches, which a game that played same time simultaneously to this one, was Tottenham Hotspur versus Swansea City. Knowing that Leicester City won on the Saturday, all the pressure was on Spurs, and they didn't break. Well done to Spurs winning this one by 2-1.
Yeah, listen, what more can we say about Pochettino? It seems we were speaking about Leicester City.
Yeah.
Seems like things are falling into play with Pochettino. And it could be heartbreaking for Leicester City if Tottenham was to come in and snatch the title away, which they are more than capable of.
Yeah.
With the form they have. They've basically, come back from a lot of losing positions, which is very admirable. It shows the Pochettino style of play. It's something he got from Bielsa and those sort of guys.
Yeah.
He's a student of Bielsa, just like Simeone and Pep, and I'm not surprised.
Yes, so well done to Spurs. Some good news for Leicester, though, even though they're still 2 points ahead of Spurs. The next matchup, well, other than after these midweek games in the EPL, following weekend we have Spurs versus Arsenal. So, in that game, if it is that these two teams draw and Leicester win, Leicester could go 4 points clear at the top of the table.
And we were speaking about pressure with the Manchester United player. The same thing with Leicester City.
Yeah.
They don't have that pressure. Nobody expected them to do this well.
Yes.
And so they just relax and they're cruising and it actually works for them.
Yes.
Arsenal and Tottenham want to win for different reasons. So while they go at each other, Leicester City just cruising there and, you guys fight, we'll cruise to the final.
Yeah, so if you're a Leicester City fan, you're in dreamland. I think I should actually get a Leicester City jersey.
Yeah, listen, I started to pay attention to them last year. I mean, I always knew of them. Even Mancini, a lot of people don't know had a history with Leicester City.
Yeah.
And then when Cambiaso went across, big Inter Milan, linchpin, I was like, why would he go there? And they said they had this project. Well, apparently Cambiaso, the project, whatever the project was, it's working. I mean, they're top of the Premiership. So
exactly.
Congrats to those people.
Yes, and to all the Chelsea fans, Chelsea, they won their game against Southampton, but they're still in the bottom half of the table in 11th place. So, who's to say next week they might reach the 10th place and come back to the top half of the table.
Oh, Chelsea. What can I say about Chelsea? People might think I'm picking on Chelsea all the time. It's hard to feel sorry for Chelsea.
Yeah.
Listen, I think they're getting the victories now. Hiddink is getting the results, but maybe it's a little too late.
Yeah.
For them to even remotely consider getting into Europe, they really need other teams to slip up. I think they'll have I think they could actually win all the games till the end of the season, and it still wouldn't really benefit them that much. So we'll see how they end up and who coaches Chelsea next season.
Yeah, I mean, Chelsea 11 games undefeated thus far in the EPL, so well done to you, and big up to Fraser Forster, the goalkeeper for Southampton, having a really good season thus far. Actually, it was since March the 1st, 2015, he was not scored upon. So this is the first game in which he conceded a goal. So well done to him with that record that he had there.
This is a player to keep. Yeah, these are the keepers that usually turn out to be big players. A lot of people forget, I was going to say Stephen Hart. Hart from Manchester City was purchased for like a minimal fee. I think it was less than $100,000. And we saw how that turned out.
Exactly.
So these are the guys that you need to keep an eye on.
Yes. So that's it for your EPL wrap-up for this week. Don't forget there's midweek action coming up and also games coming up next weekend.